Yay, the kids are finally asleep.
So do you feel like...
Playing a game?
I've got a feeling a boss fight's coming up.
Ooh, I just got wrecked.
Headshot, baby.
Ooh, it's your turn to get the baby.
So are you up to the challenge?
Run, 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 run.
And we're dead.
That's when I realized I have no idea what I'm doing.
GG.
And welcome back to the KJ After Dark Game of Parents podcast. My name is Joanne and I'm joined by my wonderful and amazingly hot husband, Kevin. And if this is your first time here, Kevin and I were gamer husband and wife. We have 2 kids, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old.
As of last weekend, so I guess it's still new. And by the way, did you say amazingly hot?
Yes.
In the intro? Okay, wow. In your eyes only, apparently, but thank you.
Okay, I lost my train of thoughts. Let me see. And this is episode 36. This is where we talk about our life in gaming and in parenting. So Kevin, to kick off this week's episode, how has your week been going?
Yeah, so I guess I go first this time.
Yeah.
And on the life side of things, it's been a busy week. There's a lot that's been going on. I mean, I know last week we had both of our kids' birthday parties, which I think was like right before recording. So last weekend was kind of busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then during this week, my company does a big charity event once a year. So we had about 150 people, who all kind of donated, all getting together and just everyone having a good time at a Topgolf place here in Texas. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of socializing and just networking and just hanging out with people who we do business with the company that I work for. Just a big charity event. And then today I got to hang out some father-son quality time with our son Dylan for a few hours while you were busy with something else, which I'll let you get into. I don't want to ruin that for you.
Thank you. No spoilers, please.
But that's about it on the life side. I did mention in last week's episode that I was just approved to work from home for about half of the time. So last week was the first time of getting able to do that. And so that made a huge difference.
Oh,
It was just made it a really nicer week, I guess, since that's kind of kicked in, and that's just really enjoyed it very, very much. So
especially the commute, right? You don't have to drive 1.5 hour each way.
I only had to drive into work 2 days this last week, and the other 3 days I got to work from home, which was it was tremendous. That was amazing. Yeah,
1.5 hour in Houston traffic is not nice going each way.
Each way.
It's not like a road trip at all. It's like stop go traffic. So
yeah, it was draining. That was tough. It was tough. But that's about it on the life side of things. On the gaming side, however, it gets a little bit interesting there. Not a whole lot. I know last week I mentioned I had kind of just started BioShock Infinite, and I've continued some more there. And I'm going to keep playing it. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to, just because we haven't really had a whole lot of gaming time this last week because there's been a lot of stuff going on. But I'm going to keep playing it. I'm liking it more than BioShock 1 for sure.
yeah.
I feel like I'm not that far into it yet. I feel like it's hard to tell though in that game. Like there doesn't really seem to be like obvious milestones or so I don't really know how far I am into it yet exactly. But I'm sure I still have probably pretty good ways to go. Other than that, I was playing some Little Big Planet 3 earlier today.
Yeah.
Which is technically our 4-year-old's game that we got for him, but he isn't really playing it, so somebody's gotta. So I was playing it some today, and I'm actually enjoying it more, like the more that I play it. Like at the very beginning, you don't really like have any like tools or like gadgets unlocked or like different characters that you can play as. You kind of just the Sackboy or whatever his name is. And then you can kind of just running around jumping on things, and that's about all you can do. But then you unlock like more and more like gadgets to like let you do like cool new things. And then like the puzzle aspect of it gets a little bit more complicated, like with every gadget that you have access to. because they can kind of like challenge you in like new and different ways. So I like that part. I'm enjoying it more and more as I play it. And you also like you release these like, you know, legendary heroes that, you know, defeated I forget the the bad guys back in the day, and that's like the new hope to save the creativity of the world or whatever, that you're supposed to release these heroes and then you can kind of play as them too, and they all are kind of like unique and have their own things. So it's cool. Like it's adding a lot more depth to the game that I didn't see was there when I first started playing it. So I'm enjoying that one, even though it's, some would say it's for a younger audience. I'm liking it. It's okay. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I stand by my opinion that I prefer the first Little Big Planet that I played long ago.
What was the first one like then?
It was more simple, definitely not too in-depth like the current one. So what you saw in the beginning, you know, just jumping around stuff and having obstacles, it was more like that, but not too many characters as I remembered it to be. And I don't know, I think everything was just more simple. I don't think we could go like backwards, like in the
Right,
background.
there's like like you could like jump to the
It
background.
was very,
kind of thing.
yeah, this is more like platform back then. And I actually saw like someone commented on our Instagram reel on this game, the one that you were playing with, Dylan,
Right.
saying that he or she also preferred the first Little Big Planet. And I was like, yeah, I'm not the only one with this thought.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know if I can agree with you there, although I haven't played the first one, but I do like this one. And
Yeah, it's
it is
different.
it is multiplayer, so
Yeah.
we have to both get in there at some point, play it together. That'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe when the kids are with grandparents or something.
Yeah. Other than that, this week I did play some You Suck at Parking.
We did play some You Suck at Parking.
We did play some, and I like it. It's really fun. I'm getting a lot of like, I feel like there's a lot of moments where it can be really fun, and there's also some moments where it can be like really frustrating.
Really?
Like if you can't get, especially like in the campaign part, like in the multiplayer one, it doesn't seem to be like as challenging sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
But in the campaign, as you get further, I don't think you got that far in the campaign.
And you
But as you get a little bit further, some of those levels get a little tough.
Okay, I beg to differ here, Kevin. I think the multiplayer one was super challenging for me. And when I saw you play, I don't think you suck at parking at all. And if you saw me play, you would think I suck at parking in game and in real life.
Maybe this will make you a better parker in real life or driver. I don't know.
No.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's both for me. It was hard. Like literally the multiplayer one, I could only get like 1 or 2 parking, and then you're like, oh, I got all of the parking, just not on time or something.
I would like, my goal was always to get like every single parking spot and like be the first one to do that in multiplayer.
Wow.
And then in campaign, obviously, to get like every single parking spot, and sometimes trying to do it like in a decent time. But there'd be sometimes where like I would try and go for one spot, and I would, I would miss it, miss, like, and sometimes like at the exact same spot. And like sometimes to get into some parking spots, you need to go through like challenge after challenge, like obstacle after obstacle, I should say.
I know,
And if you mess up just one little part, then you have to start all over. So,
yeah. And this game gives me road rage.
I could see that. Yeah, it gives me a little bit of rage too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think the last game I played that seemed as frustrating as this was Flappy Bird or something. It's like simple but hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or sometimes I'm just like, what?
I
Just
know.
like left in amazement because I don't know what just happened or how I messed up or how I missed it.
But we'll talk more about it next week when we review that game.
Oh,
We
yeah.
don't want to spoil
definitely.
it all.
We're going to play it some more. I want to get further in the campaign. I want to make sure I see like all the multiplayer levels and can get a little better at the game. And then we'll talk about it next week in next week's podcast episode. But that's it for my week, Joanne. I'm going to kick it back over to you. How was your week?
My week was good. Obviously, having you working from home kind of like made me less lonely to have an adult person being around me apart from the kids. I don't know what it is, but I feel like motherhood is pretty lonely if you're alone with the kids for the entire day. And I don't know. It just like lowers your IQ or something. I
Well-
don't know what to say, but I'm just saying like it's pretty, like you don't have a coherent conversation with someone.
Everybody else in the house just acts like children.
Yeah, and then
And we drastically increased the average age of people in the household this last week during the day because I was working from
Yes.
home. So there's 2 of us and 2 of them.
But we did some fun things after the birthday party last week. We're still
Ooh, do
recovering from
tell.
all that sugar. I did some experiments with Dylan from, that show Ryan's World Toys Review or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of our kids' favorite show on YouTube. And we bought him a few of the mystery experiments for his birthday gift as well. And we made slime, we formed crystals, and we also did some mining for rocks. But obviously his favorite was making the slime.
I thought you were going to say mining for crypto.
Who knows what's in there? But yeah, that was fun to do with the toddler when the baby was asleep, because we can't do any experiments when she's awake for obvious reasons. Even though she's 2, she still puts everything
she
in her
would-
mouth.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then, because Kevin's working from home, my friend and I managed to sneak in a mom's night out. I don't have to wait for Kevin to do his 1.5-hour commute to get back. At least he's already working from home. So when his work ends, I'm out of the house. And that's kind of nice for a change.
Yeah, because before I wouldn't get home till like what 7,
Yeah.
6:30 or 7. So like by then, like yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of a late dinner out. Mm-hmm. Probably wouldn't be back by the time the kids are asleep. So
Yeah.
which is nice. You can kind of go out. I'll be done with work a little bit earlier, or at least home earlier.
Yeah.
I'm already home, and then we have more time in the evenings or time for you to do something like that. So it was perfect. And then I got to spend, a quality time with both the kids.
After work, exactly. So the mom's night out was pretty fun because it's essential for me to have some interaction with another adult apart from Kevin, and also with a fellow mom, so she understands my woes as well.
It's very important for both of you.
And it's been like months since I get to do that with her. So that was nice. And this weekend, I and my kids were invited to 2 birthday parties. So one today and one tomorrow. Different friends. So today was my daughter's friend's birthday and tomorrow's my son's friend's birthday. And of course, I got to take my kids because the moms and I are friends, sort of. So not Kevin. So Kevin gets to stay home or have quality time with the other kid while I take one to the party. And that's kind of tiring as well because, cake and cookies, all the sugary treats during the party. And still, we're recovering from our own birthday party last week. So
The fun
part.
never ends.
Yeah. Exactly.
The fun never ends when you have kids because you have their own birthday parties, all their friends' birthday parties. And I mean, I feel like we hadn't really had anything like this for a while. Maybe like last month we had like 1 or 2 parties. And then this month it was like both our kids. And then the next weekend, 2 of their friends.
I know, and they're not even in school yet. So when they start school, I remember one of my friends saying that like it's almost every weekend there's someone's birthday going on.
Oh wow,
That's
we better
crazy.
get ready for that.
I know.
Our kids are going to be popular too. I can already tell. Everyone's going to like them and invite them to the birthday parties.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my life in parenting. For gaming, I was just playing mobile games. It's still the choices, my eternal flame. Still reading my book and making choices.
Any noteworthy choices? Any milestones that you've hit in that game, or are you almost done with that game?
I'm not done with this game. There's so many books to pick from.
Oh, and so is it something that like you could pretty much never stop playing?
Exactly, like eternal flame. And I can choose to restart my book if I wanted to without having to pay anymore.
How many different books are there?
Oh, I don't know. There's just so many books in there. Good question, though.
Oh, but like dozens?
Oh, no, more.
Hundreds?
I think so.
Thousands? Millions?
Maybe.
Billions?
No,
Okay, I'll stop there.
not billions.
Not billions, but maybe millions.
No, just
Okay.
possibly hundreds, but I may be wrong.
Okay.
Hundreds and thousands, I might believe, but not millions.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, but
Even then, that's a lot. Like,
and
yeah.
then playing You Suck at Parking with you, obviously.
Yes.
Ooh, and our kids also got this cool mini car thing that has a remote control that they can sit on.
It's like an electric car.
Yeah,
which
for
I
their
had like one of
birthday.
these when I was a kid, but not nearly like as cool or fancy or like obviously tech was just not the same back
Yeah.
then, of course.
Yeah.
But it was called like a Bigfoot, I think is what it was called. I think it was like a 1-seater. This one's like bigger. It's a 2-seater.
2-seater.
It's like technically like it's supposed to be like a Land Rover. Like it has Land Rover on it, and it actually has radio and Bluetooth capabilities.
The Bluetooth and
It's just
loud
cool because
radio.
like we like went around the neighborhood like with the radio playing out of it, and like we had music like going along for our walk, and like
Yeah.
like you mentioned, it's remote control, right? So we're not gonna, especially like when it comes to like crossing the street and stuff, are not gonna let our barely 4-year-old kind of steering it himself when there's cars around. So that's can I just take control with the remote and steer it where it needs to go and keep them going.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and on one of the days when you were working in the office, and I tried bringing them on a walk using the remote control, and then
Yeah.
I realized how badly I suck at parking.
Yeah,
With that thing.
it's not that user friendly. The
It
remote
is
control is
not.
like it's just like arrows like left and right and forward. So there's like kind of like just one speed you can go at. So like stopping, it just stops super abruptly and like takes off kind of abruptly.
Yeah.
And then the turning is like really like just jagged, like
Yeah.
not very smooth at all.
But you're better at controlling it. I need practice, definitely.
Sure. Well, you'll get plenty of practice. We just got it.
Yeah. So that was one of the cool things that we both did together.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yep. And that is it on my life update and gaming update.
Okay, very cool. Shall we jump into the next thing?
Sure.
Let's do Game Pass games.
Sure. New games on Game Pass this week was Deathloop.
Woo!
On console, PC, and cloud. I know you've been looking at this for the longest time ever.
I've been wanting to play Deathloop. It's been one of the ones that like I have wanted to play in the, like since it came out. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. Just haven't gotten around to buying it, and then here it is on Game Pass. So
And we can play it together.
Yes, I think it's single player. I'm not sure about that.
It says online multiplayer too, at least.
Like I know you can like people can like invade your game or something like that. So I don't know if that's the only multiplayer that is in the game.
Gotcha.
If
We'll have
that's
to
what they
find out.
mean. Yeah, we'll find out. Either way, like I'm either gonna play it. We'll play it together, or I'll play it myself as like a single player expedition thing. So
Also out on Game Pass is Hard Space Shipbreaker. That's on Xbox Series X and S. Beacon Pines on console, PC, and cloud. Slime Rancher 2 on Xbox Series X and S, PC, and cloud. Spider Hack on console and PC. And Prodeus. Did I say that right?
Proteus.
Prodeus 1.0 on console, PC, and cloud.
Nice. Obviously, super excited for Deathloop to be here. I want to get into that hopefully soon. Still didn't even get to Metal Hellsinger yet. And I want to at least try it. I'm probably not going to beat that game, but I just want to play it a little bit and see how it goes.
I downloaded it already, but I haven't had a chance to play that.
Maybe I'll let you play it and just like tell me how it is.
Sure.
I'll just kind of live vicariously through you on that one. I did check out Spider Heck. It looks hecking cool.
Hecking.
Spider Heck looks kind of cool. Like you play, it's like a platformer, and like you control the spider, and like you can shoot web out and like fling yourself around. And on top of that,
Wheel a sword or something?
yeah, so your
Lightsaber?
spider can have like this weird like lightsaber kind of stuff, or like grenade launchers, or like shotguns, and like you fight other spiders or bugs.
Mhm.
And like it just as like the platformer, like it looks like it could be really fun, at least from the video that I saw. So I want to check that one out too. That would be probably hilarious to play against each other in, or cooperatively if they have that option, but we'll see. Now, new game releases. We have Deathloop on Xbox Series X and S, which I'm surprised that wasn't already out there, but anyways, I guess that's new. We have Hard Space Shipbreaker, which is game day one release on Game Pass, but that is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. We have Jack Move on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Solstice on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Gundam Evolution on PC. No Place for Bravery on Switch and PC. Serial Cleaners on all consoles and PC. Session Skate Sim on PS5, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. We have the Diofield Chronicle on all consoles and PC. DreamWorks Dragons Legends of the Nine Realms, all consoles and PC. Shovel Knight Dig on Switch, PC, and iOS. And you might have to help me with this one again. Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival on Switch. And I don't remember if this was the same one that we played. I don't think so, because that was like Drum Master or something like that, right? It had a different like subtitle.
Yeah, but it's still Taiko no Tatsujin.
Okay, so it's like still the same
different version.
Game maker and stuff. It's just like a different version of it. Is it like, are they all drum related, or is it like different instruments? Because this one's like Rhythm Festival instead of the other one like had drum in the title. I could have sworn.
No, all of them are normally drums.
Okay, so maybe it's just like a different version or like different songs or something like that. But maybe other stuff is similar or the same.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think I'm okay with us diving into the other one. I don't feel like I need to play all of them.
What attracted me was Serial Cleaners. I'm like, what?
Serial Cleaners.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
As an OCD person, I would love to try and play that game.
Yeah.
But it's not on Game Pass. I'll just have to start cleaning the
keyboard
keyboard now.
At least look it up and see if it looks any good. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot handle crumbs. All right.
Yeah. That's it for new game releases from this last week. Yes. Next, I did have a game for us to play.
Woohoo, I love games.
Yeah. And what I wanted to do here was I was going to read the synopsis of a game that we have both played before and see if you can guess what game it is or what it's from. So basically going to say a few lines of what the game is about, plot or story-wise, and then we're going to see if that rings any bells for you and if you can recall what game it is.
Okay.
So some of these will be a lot easier than others.
How many are there?
I have 6.
Okay.
6 different games that I've prepared for you today. Let's see how you do.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, I'll start with an easier one.
Okay.
For you. And I am obviously going to be blanking out some names that would give it away.
Okay, wait. Are these games something that we've both played before?
Yes.
Okay.
It's games that I know that you have played.
Okay.
There's probably a lot of games you've played that I don't know about. These are ones that I know that you've played, and not just ones that I've played.
All right. That's fair.
That wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Number 1. So the game takes place in a fictional fantasy world based on Slavic mythology. Players control blank, a monster slayer for hire known as a blank, and search for his adopted daughter who is on the run from the otherworldly.
Okay. The Witcher.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's
yes,
funny.
You got it right. That is The Witcher. Was that easy?
That was easy.
Okay. And I had to blank out Geralt of Rivia
I want to laugh.
and a monster slayer for hire known as a Witcher.
Yeah.
That would have given it away. Okay. That one was pretty easy. A staple of our gaming time together. I knew you were going to get that one. Okay. Here's another one. It's a much shorter plot, but it's such a unique game. I think you're going to get it. Okay. So set in the early 1990s, the story follows a group of teens who must discover why they have been shrunk to the size of an ant.
Oh Grounded.
Grounded. You got it. I don't think we've played any other games where we're the size of an ant or have actually had to deal with ants. Okay, next. The plot is centered on 4 new Vault Hunters recruited by the Crimson Raiders of Pandora to stop twins Troy and Tyrene Calypso and their insane cult followers from harnessing the power of the alien vaults spread across the galaxy.
Wait, I can't remember the game.
What game was this?
I know the game. That's the one that looks cartoony and everything.
Yeah, but what was the name?
Oh my gosh. Borderlands.
Borderlands, yes. Do you remember which one?
I think it's 3.
Borderlands 3, that's right.
Yes.
Okay, you got it. Okay, next one's an older game, but I guess that's a little bit of a hint. Alright, this one, gotta clear my throat again, tells the story of a star blitzball player who journeys with a young and beautiful summoner on her quest to save the world of Spira from an endless cycle of destruction wrought by the colossal menace.
That wasn't it. What's
So this one we played together.
This is is it Final Fantasy?
Yep, which one?
I know, my 10?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Which is my favorite one, is probably why I picked it. But
Remastered. No.
yeah, we played Final Fantasy X Remastered.
Yeah, it's Titus. Yeah.
Yep. I actually like skipped his name where they talked about it, but yeah.
Yeah, the ball
Titus
and the summoner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You got that one. You have not missed one yet.
No.
Right,
How many have I got? Before,
you got 4. Right?
Let me ask you one.
Sure, yeah. If you have one, I didn't know you had any prepared.
Oh yeah, this is on on a fly.
Go on. Give me all you got.
Okay, so Bob is trying to grab objects and climb ledges.
Bob?
Yes. And it's minimalist, all white human with a baseball cap. But you can customize him.
What?
Open-ended game, different level, different theme, multiple solutions, a physics puzzle game where you play as this player called Bob.
Puzzle game where you play as a character named Bob?
Mm-hmm.
We played this together?
No, you played it. I watched you.
Did you play it?
I watch you. You just grab objects and climb ledges using both your arms and look around with your head.
What?
Look around.
Am I supposed to know this one?
Yes.
This is not ringing any bells at all.
Okay, so you don't remember playing as a character named
Was this...
Bob?
No.
Trying to grab objects and climb up ledges?
Trying to grab objects and climb up ledges. I feel like that's in a lot of games.
Like in a puzzle? Physics puzzle game? Oh.
Physics puzzle game.
Doesn't ring a bell?
There can't be too many. Although I feel like I might forget a name like Bob. I don't know.
Not even trying anything?
I don't have any guesses. I have no idea.
Hey, it's Human Fall Flat.
Yo, Humans Fall Flat. I played that game for like 5 minutes.
But you played it.
Oh, that game was horrible. No, I hated that game. I didn't even know the character's name was Bob. I didn't play it long enough to figure that out.
Oh, too bad.
That game, I had that installed on my hard drive for like 20 minutes max.
All right, never mind. This is the first one that you answered.
We're supposed to do good games, like games that people like.
No, that wasn't the rule. That was more like
that game was like an afterthought for me. I'm glad I didn't get that right, because then I would have reconsidered whether I liked the game or not.
You're funny. All right, go ahead. That was just a commercial break.
Okay, that was a tough one, but yeah, I'm not really surprised I didn't get that one at all. Okay, this one's a little bit more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you get it.
Okay.
During the middle of the 21st century, Earth has passed the point of no return as climate disasters grow more frequent and dangerous, surpassing humanity's ability to mitigate them. The major governments on Earth combine their resources under the newly formed Enoch Colonization Authority in a last-ditch effort to preserve humanity on Enoch, a distant Earth-like planet.
I know this one. Is there one where we went to a new planet together and had like combined powers and using machine guns and
Yeah,
what is that
sounds like
called?
you're going in the right direction.
Yeah, I don't
Well, what
remember.
game was that?
Game was that? What letter does it start with?
It starts with an O. Does that help?
Uh,
Okay, I'll give you some more.
no, I know the
The
game. I
the
can
first
even
humans
remember.
to set foot on Enoch are the blank
I know. Okay, Outriders.
Outriders.
Yeah.
There we go. The first humans to set foot on Enoch are the Outriders, a team of elite soldiers
Yeah,
tasked.
I like literally can like remember that gameplay in my
Yeah.
head, but I just like can't think of the word. Okay.
Well, you got it. I had to give you a little bit of hints, but you did get it. So I guess that counts.
Yes, it does.
Okay, here's another one. So blank returns with a brand new helping of chaotic cooking action. Journey back to the Onion Kingdom.
Overcooked 2.
Yes, and assemble your team of chefs in classic couch co-op or online play for up to 4 players. Hold on to your aprons. It's time to save the world again.
Yeah, Overcooked.
Overcooked 2. Did the Onion Kingdom give it away? I guess anything with like cooking action.
Cooking and
There's not too many games that could be.
That's funny.
Yeah. That was all that I had. All right, but that's it for the game.
Yeah.
Let's just kind of run through where people can find us if they would like to on our many social media platforms.
Yes.
And obviously YouTube is a big one for us, where we stream once a week every Tuesday evening at 9:30 p.m. Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
You can catch our last week's stream. We were playing You Suck at Parking, which was a lot of fun. Check it out if you want to see us playing that game. And you can catch us this upcoming Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. as well. We'll probably be streaming the game again, seeing how much further we can get in the campaign and the multiplayer. And maybe by then they might add the ability to play with your friends, which isn't in the game yet, which is kind of dumb, I think. I feel like they should have had that in there with the release, but hopefully we get that soon. You can also catch us at twitter.com/KJAfterDark and Instagram.com/KJ_after_dark. And if you could give us a like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever it is, we would really appreciate it. Or even a review on Apple Podcasts would be absolutely stellar, and we would be more than willing to read it out in the podcast as well. Thank you everyone for joining us this week, and we will catch you in the next one.